We're up. We're live. Not much tonight. Do want to mention Nikki, but I'll get there. I'm packing up a toolkit for Oki. So let's do that. And a little bit of chat. Hanging out. And away we go. I did not get the cylinder head. And you know, it's been a long day anyway. I didn't get the cylinder head tonight for this, so you know what? Just whatever. Leave that be. And hey, Marshall. I replied to you with a video that should answer your question. Right, toolkit. So let's do that. Oki from Arborist site wanted a kit. Now, I actually put together a... Hey, Pat. I put together an 064 case for him not too terribly long ago. Hey, Mike. Where'd you look? I sent you a link, Marshall. I emailed it to you. And just as I was coming home tonight, my battery died on the phone, and I left my charger at work, and I'm gonna have to use this charger, and oh, what a pain in the neck. Hey, Ken. Hey, Steve. So I've got a kit here to send out. So, Marshall, what was wrong about the email address? Do you know what happened? What exactly happened with the email address, baloney? Because Marshall was saying that he was actually sending it to the correct address, but it kept getting returned. But that didn't make any sense because I was getting emails all day long from all kinds of people. It feels like it just doesn't want to quite go. Take off the burrs. That slides. All right, sorry. It just finally went. Okay. Hey, Boneyard. Sorry, I don't have my other phone up yet. Gonna let it charge for just a minute. Chicken pot pies. Good. Coffee here. I have a sandwich shop. They just put in right down the road. So I had a pulled pork wrap tonight, which is pretty nice. Scotch Brite. If the battery's on. I'm gonna need to rebuild these DeWalt batteries pretty soon. That was not good either. 2. Where's my number 3? I know I've got another one around here. I'll find one. So yeah, I don't know if Oki's watching, but this kit is for you. TMB 70 still want a set of those. Just waiting for the dust to settle over here. Okay. You saw Nikki's unboxing? Hey, Bob. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it. I saw some of it, but you like heat rubs? Nice. Yeah, everybody check out Nikki Walsh's unboxing video. Ken, can you post a link? Waiting for the dust to settle. All right, well, just let me know. I've still got okay stock, but I need to really seriously get serious one of these days about actually ordering more. There. The burrs over here. Should actually fall through. Just, you know, that's what it should do. Two handles. Handles. There we go. We got it. Use some creative packaging here. No idea who that is, so that's fine. Love using creative packaging. I just got so much packing material in there. It's kind of crazy. Sticker. Can't forget a sticker. There you go. And then it just goes in. Flat red envelope. And we're off and running. There we go. Got our mailing slip here. We're good. All right. What else is going on? Let's see if I can start this up and see if I can see comments. Been a long day. My wife and kids got on an airplane this morning, and they are at the in-laws. Having good old-fashioned fun. And what am I doing? I'm back here working. Which is pretty normal. That's fine. My father-in-law is probably watching, so hello to Steve if he's watching. In case my wife and kids are watching, hope you guys are having a good time. Let's bring you up here so I can look at comments, if at all possible. Me. And now I've got everybody up here. Good. Oh, good. Story time. Yeah. Did I send? No, I did not. Mike, here, let's get this out of the way immediately. What does Rodney need? He needs an 880 sleeve and a 661 rod. I don't know if I sent him a 661 rod. He may or may not have it. Edwin's here and Mega's here. So 880 sleeve, 661 rod. You want me to send this over to Rodney? Okay. I don't have Rodney's address. Done. Gonna put it in the Granger bag. Granger bag. And I'm gonna put it in here in the priority envelope. Send both. Okay. I'll do it. Thanks, Mike. I know. I don't want to shortchange Rodney. Can't do that. You wouldn't want to do that. Actually, hopefully get to see him at the Connecticut Get-Together. Just announced the Connecticut Get-Together. You can find information on the OPE forum under Get-Togethers, I think. Maybe he needs more stickers too. I'll put another sticker in here. Dan's Place again. It's in April. For those people that are really interested, I'll say just go over to the site there and have a look. You texted the address? Thank you. Really, that's the address right there. Slap that home right here. I am now out of priority mail bags, so I need to get more at the post office. Done. Okay. So let's see here. Solo 681. No, I have not. I can't honestly say, have I ever run a solo? I might have run one once, but I don't remember what model. They're just not common around here. Hang on a second. So I did get it, Mike, so we're good. Oh, wrong. Oh, shoot, wrong. Okay. On to Nikki. So Nikki got the box. Ken, did you post the link to that? You did. No. Maddie, any parts? No, I did not get 288 parts, unfortunately. Okay, you did post the link to Nikki's video. That's up a little bit. Okay, good. TBNC70. Who are you? You still want to send us? Have we contacted before? If you're still interested, then obviously let me know. Email me. Ken has posted my email address. You got to get rid of the extra ampersands. What else? So yeah, Nikki got the box. I think he's happy. He looked happy. There's a cat looking at me like he's gonna eat me. You gonna eat me, kitty? Are you? Come here. Nope. I would show you guys my kitty, but he decided to run away at the last second. Anywho, he liked the tool. Yeah, I didn't. I was at work and trying to. I was busy today. I had a couple of minutes to look at something. I went to look at his video, and he sent it to me wrong, and then he sent it wrong again, and then he posted it somewhere on photos or whatever. And I went to there, and it hadn't processed yet. So I kept trying it for like half an hour, and then, it just didn't work. So and then on my way home, my battery died on the phone, so left my charger at work. My other charger, but whatever. So didn't happen. I was hoping for the 288 parts tonight, but I did not get them. There's no update on that, unfortunately. We're basically paralyzed here until we actually get the head. Haven't gotten the Mason report yet either. I anticipate that one of these days as well. You watched the video? Thank you. Yeah, Mike, does the 681 use the same head as the 7900? More or less? Because I think one of those saws in there somewhere that somebody copied somebody else. Solo and Dolmar copied somebody else. Or the heads are interchangeable or something like that. And I think they're pretty reasonable money too. But it's just around here, I barely even heard of a Solo, let alone seen one. I can go out to the get together and somebody might have one there, but by and large, it's all Husky and steel. I think Riley has some pretty sweet saws, period. That's kind of for sure. So what I want to do is I want to go watch that video from Nikki and see what's going on with him. Fixing to buy a big bore cylinder. Okay. You keep fixing to. 14 people here. Who's here? Yeah, Marshall, I have done plenty of flywheels with 12 gauge Romex as a flywheel key. Hey, Brett, welcome. So you can certainly grind out that, basically make your own keyway. As long as you mark where it's supposed to go, you can get usually the timing pretty close to not have to buy a new flywheel. Yeah, and then what you do is take the Romex and basically bang on it, fold it over, bang on it until it's the right shape. And then you have your positioner, which is really all that a key is. Now, one thing that I didn't know at the time that I made that video, that was 2015. So just so everybody knows, Marshall was asking about flywheel keys on 372s and what happens when you shear a flywheel key. And I've kind of switched my opinion. I think the aftermarket flywheels could potentially work, but the taper on the flywheel may not be as accurate as the taper on a on an OEM flywheel. The OEM flywheel, I think the tapers meet better against the crank and therefore are less likely to slip. Yeah, Mega for the money. There. Okay. So yeah, so back to the 372 50 millimeter. I tend to like the 50 millimeter 372 Mega, and if you're here, I don't know if Mega's still here. Is Mega still here? Yeah, I tend to like the 50 millimeter 372 because you can get a Meteor 50 millimeter piston for pretty inexpensive. If for whatever reason you cook a top end, the 51.4 OEM you can't. You're pretty much stuck with getting a whole new kit or an $80 piston. I don't even know if the pistons are available anymore. So all kinds of different issues with those. Now the aftermarket ones, um, I just used the Farmer Tech and it needed. Yeah, I just used the Farmer Tech and it needed obviously quite a bit of work to get it running. I think it's going to be really. I've not used the Highway 52 millimeter. I have a Highway head that is in a 372 that I have out in the shed. And it runs just fine. So I don't have a particular. I tend to think Highway has better plating than Farmer Tech as of right now. But it depends if you're grinding on it. Sometimes the Highway plating flakes, and sometimes it doesn't. The Farmer Tech didn't flake at all for me the other day when I was grinding on it. So I don't know. I don't have a particular bent at this point. I tend to think that Highway will be you'll be more likely to be able to slap that on and go. Right. If you can get a broach, even better. Yeah, you get a specific key. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have a specific opinion between Highway and Hustle at this point. You know, they'll be like, oh yeah, I get this one because it's so much better. I don't know. I think for the money, I think Hustle is going to get you some pretty good bang for buck. Highway's kind of in between, and then OEM is still probably best. I'm definitely of the opinion that pretty much all aftermarket heads these days really need to be checked over good and ported with a woodruff cutter. Yep. See, I don't go and do that. What I'll do is I just kind of I use a ball and or a file and go in there and create just a channel, and then the copper just sits in there and basically gives me a position. Then you just tighten it down and you're good. Just don't make it with too much slop, otherwise the timing is going to be way forward or way retarded or whatever. That's not what you want. Well, what happens is if it's too far advanced, it's going to pop in the cut. You'll hear this popping sound. Um, it's really quite distinct. And also, if it's too far advanced, the you're gonna try to start it, and it's gonna tear the cord right out of your hand. Um, it's if it's too far back, the whole thing's just gonna be sluggish. And on 372s, the timing is pretty well optimized. Some of the steels they do benefit from a little bit of advance, but the a lot of the Huskies really don't. I think they're really probably pretty good right up, right where they are. Yeah, Marshall, there's a lot of information in that video. If you get a chance, go back through my old videos. There's a lot of them. There's a lot there, a lot of detail. Take notes, and then when we do a live session, you're welcome to come and ask questions. Yeah, but I always gap the coil the same exact way every time with a business card. Use an end mill to cut the key. If you can get one in there, that would be impressive. Andrew, you're talking about an end mill to cut the key itself to make a key, which is for sure, but the key way is different. I don't know how you get it in there. I don't think the key needs to be quite as tight. Cut key. Yeah, you can cut the key with with an end mill. Sure. I don't think the key needs to be super tight. It isn't on my 660. We cut 20 thousandths off the key itself, and you advance the flywheel as much as it'll go, and then tighten down your nut. So it doesn't need to be, as long as there's no slop this way. But again, you're talking about taper fits. So once it's positioned and it taper fits, it's not going anywhere. Once that nut is down on there to torque, it's the tapers have met and it's not moving. Yeah, we're talking about. I understand that there are tool makers' solutions to this, but I just don't think this requires a tool maker's solution. Yeah, make sure the taper surfaces are dry. I've made that mistake before and put grease on them. You don't want to do that. You want to, taper surfaces are bone dry. And oh god, I'm tired. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. A broach is something that you're gonna push and cut with, as opposed to doing the rotational mode. There are rotary broaches, but in general, it's a push, and it's almost like scraping. Think of it like scraping. Yeah, push through the material. So, if anybody has anything else, great. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta go watch Nikki's video. Otherwise, he's gonna get pissed at me. Had grinding valve paste to make. Yes, certainly that makes sense. I think the grinding paste to make sure, because overall I think the aftermarket flywheels don't have as accurate of a taper as the OEMs do. So yeah, lapped in is probably the most accurate, but needs some valve grinding compound. So I need to go lay down. It's time. Thanks very much everybody for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry that the 288 stuff didn't get here. I anticipate it tomorrow night. And since I've got nothing else to do, we'll work on it tomorrow night. Why not, right? If I can get a squish number on that 288, that's going to be good. Good night, Brett. Thanks for coming, Mega, Marshall. If anybody wants any of these saws, obviously you can email me and we can talk about, the 288. I don't really have need for. I'm going to build it up, but if somebody wants it, and has an idea of how they want it built, then let's hear it. Questions, comments, anything else? Anybody, anytime, shoot me an email. Take care, everybody, and have a great night. Andrew, thanks for coming by, buddy. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.